coolant is in full level, no cracks, no leaks, and secure. All the hoses are secure on both sides, no cracks, no leaks in the engine. Alternator is properly mounted, the cable is secure, it's not cracked. The belt is not cracked, it's not loose, no wear, and has no more than 3/4 inch of play. The water pump is properly mounted, no leaks, it's belt driven. The belt is not cracked, no loose, no wear, and has no more than 3/4 inch of play. The front of the truck, all the lights are clean and not damaged. The proper color amber on the front and red on the back. Engine oil is between at and full level. Air compressor is properly mounted, no leaks and gear driven. Power steering is in full level, secure, no damage, no cracks, no leaks in the hoses, and is also gear driven. The steering column is secure on both sides, it's not cracked. The joints are secure, clean and greased. The steering box is secured to the chassis, no missing or loose bolts, no leaks in the hoses. The steering arm, links, and rods are not worn, no cracked, no missing nuts, no missing pins. The joints are not worn, no loose. The springs are secure on both sides to the brackets, no cracks, no weld, no missing leaf springs. Brackets, bolts, and bushing are in place. The brackets are secure on both sides to the chassis, no cracks, no weld, no missing or loose bolts, no missing or damaged bushings. The U-bolts are secure, no missing nuts. Shock absorber is secure on both sides, no leaks, no missing bolts. The brake hoses are secure on both sides to the fitting and couplings, no cracks, no leaks. Chamber is secure, no leaks, no missing clamps, no missing bolts. Push rod and slack adjuster is secure, no bend, no missing parts, and when the brake is released, no move more than 1 inch of play. The brake shoes are not worn, no cracks, no fluid on it. The brake drum and ring is not cracked, dents or holes, and no missing bolts. The tire has no cuts, no bubbles, has a good pressure. I check it out with the pressure gauge. Has more than 432 of tread and is evenly worn. The ring is not cracked, no bent, no weld. The valve and the cap is secure, has no leaks. Lock nuts all present. No rust, no loose, and no damage from the hose. The hub cap is secure, no missing bolts, no leaks, and the oil is inside of the truck. The mirrors, they are clean, they are not cracked, they are secure, no broken brackets, and no missing bolts. The door is not damaged, open and closed properly. The window goes up and down properly. The brackets are secure, no missing bolts and no cracks. The rubber is not cracked. The steps are solid, securely bolted to the truck, no cracks and clean of loose objects. The handle is secure on both sides, no cracks or missing bolts. The fuel tank is secure to the chassis, no cracks, no leaks. The cap is secure, no leaks. The catwalk is solid, securely bolted to the chassis, no cracks and clean of loose objects. Air hoses are secure on both sides to the fitting and couplings, no cracks, no leaks. The electric cable is secure on both sides, no cracks. Air hoses and electric cable are not tangling, no pinch or dragging on the truck. The glass hands are in lock position, no leaks or damage. The chassis is not cracked, no bent, no weld, no missing cross members. The cross members are not loose, no cracks. The drive shaft is secure on both sides, no cracks, bent or twisted, and the joints are secure, clean and greased. The muffler from the engine to the back is secure, no missing or loose clamps, no sign of leaks, no rust, no carbon, no cracks, damage or holes. Torsion bar. The torsion bar is secure on both sides, no cracks or damage, no missing or damaged bushings, no missing bolts. The brackets are secure on both sides to the chassis, no cracks, no welds, no missing or damaged bushing. The springs are secure on both sides to the brackets, no cracks, no welds, no missing lead springs. Brackets, bolts, and bushing are in place. The U-bolts are secure, no missing nuts. Shock absorber is secure on both sides, no leaks or missing bolts. The airbags and airbags brackets are secure on both sides, no cracks and no leaks. Brake hoses are secure on both sides to the fitting and couplings, no cracks, no leaks. The chamber is secure, no leaks, no missing clamps and no missing bolts. The push rod and slack adjuster is secure, no missing parts, no bends, and when the brake is released, no move more than 1 inch of play. The brake shoes are not worn, no crack, no fluid on it. The brake drum and the ring is not cracked, no dents or holes, and no missing bolts. The tire has no cuts, has no bubbles, has a good pressure. I checked that out with the pressure gauge. Has more than 232 of tread and is evenly worn. And between the tires clean, nothing stuck. The valve on the cap is secure, no leaks. The ring is not cracked, no bent, no weld. The lug nuts all present, no rust, no loose, and no damage on the holes. The axle seal is secure, no missing nuts, no leaks, and the oil is in proper level. My tail lights are clean and no damage. They are in the proper color, red. The front of the trailer is secure, no damage or holes, no missing rivets. It's strong to contain the cargo. I have all my lights and reflectors on the front and the side of the trailer. They are clean, there are no damage. Proper color, amber on the front and red on the back. Landing gear is fully raised. The handle is in lock position. Support frames and pads are not damaged. The chassis of the trailer is not cracked, no bent, no weld, no missing cross members, and the trailer floor is not damaged, no cracks or holes. The torsion bar is secure on both sides, no cracks or damage, no missing or loose bolts. The brackets are secure on both sides of the chassis, no cracks, no weld, no missing or loose bolts. The springs are secure on both sides to the brackets, no cracks, no weld, no missing or loose lead springs. The U-bolts are secure, no missing nuts. The brake hoses are secure on both sides to the fitting and couplings, no cracks, no leaks. The chamber is secure, no leaks, no missing clamps, no missing bolts. The push rod and slack adjuster is secure, no bent, no missing parts, and when the brake is released, no move more than 1 inch of play. The brake shoes, they are not worn, no cracks, no fluid on it. The brake drum and ring is not cracked, no dents or holes, and no missing bolts. The tire has no cuts, no bubbles, has a good pressure. I checked it out with the pressure gauge. Has more than 232 of tread and is evenly worn. Between the tires is clean, nothing stuck. The valve on the cap is secure, has no leaks. The ring is not cracked, no bends, no welds. The lug nuts, they are all present, no rust, no loose, and no damage. The axle seal is secure, no missing bolts, no leaks, and the oil is in proper level. The mud flaps are secured to the trailer, not touching the floor, no damage. The door, open and close properly, is not damaged, it's in lock position. All the lights on the back of the trailer, they are clean, they are not damaged, and they are the proper color red. And my license plate is secure and clean, and I have all my reflectors. The plate of the trailer is not cracked, bent, or broken. Between the fifth wheel and the plate, there is no space or gap, and it's greased. Fifth wheel and platform base is solidly attached in place, no cracks or damage, and no missing or loose bolts. The platform base is solidly attached to the chassis, no cracks, no damage, no missing or loose bolts. The handle or release arm is all the way in, is in lock position with the lock. The locking jaw holds the kingpin in place. The kingpin is not bent or damaged, and the locking jaw is secure around the kingpin. No cracks, no bend. And there is enough clearance between the fifth wheel and the landing gear.
Now we're gonna do the inside cabin test. My truck is in neutral. I'm gonna start the engine. Put the switch on, waiting for my gauges to stabilize. Now I'm gonna turn on my engine. My truck is in neutral. My oil pressure gauge is building to normal. Warning light is off. My water temperature gauge is building to normal. Warning light is off. My volt gauge showed me the alternator is working. Is between 12 and 14. Warning light is off. The air pressure gauge is building to 120, and 120 the governor cut off. Warning light is off. My mirrors, both of my mirrors, are not cracked or secured, clean and in my position. The seat belt is not cracked and secure on both sides and working properly. I have 3 red triangles and they're secure. I have a fully charged fire extinguisher and it's secure, and I have extra fuses. My heater and defrost is working properly. My windshield is not cracked, no damage, secured, no illegal stickers, no obstructions. My wipers are working properly. The arm, blade, and rubber is not cracked, not damaged, and secured. My washing fluid is working properly. My left signal light, right signal light, working. My flashers are working. My low beam and high beam working properly. My electric horn and air horn working properly. Now, my truck is at 120. I'm gonna do my brake test. I'm going to turn off my engine. Put the switch back on. release my brakes, both of them. And waiting to stabilize. Now my first test will be, I cannot lose more than 4 pounds in 1 minute. And I have my timer. I'm gonna press the brake. Wait 5 seconds. I hear no leak. I'm gonna start the minute. I hear no leak in 30 seconds. One minute has passed and my truck is leaking. It lost more than 4 pounds in 1 minute. Now, when I pump my brakes at 55 pounds, the air pressure, my warning light will activate. My warning light or alarm. My warning light and alarm is working. Now between 20 and 40 pounds, my parking brakes or emergency brakes will come out or pop out. It's working. Now turn off my switch, and I'm done with the cabin test.